It's such a beautiful day. It's very chilly here, but in all, we just give God thanks. I want to share something that's been on my mind for quite a bit of time. This issue about comparing marriages, comparing your marriage to somebody else's marriage, or comparing your spouse to somebody else's spouse, or just feeling that your marriage could have been better if you had not ended up with who you're with now. You see, when we sit down as individuals to think about our lives, our marriages, our relationships, we may have valid reasons why we think if I'd not ended up with this man or this woman, my life would be better. Or if I'd waited a little longer, maybe I could have ended up with someone better, or I would have an improved version of myself. But the truth is, wherever you find yourself in life, learn to make the best out of your situation. If you keep comparing your spouse with somebody else, you're going to miss out on so many seasons of joy and so many, good things that could come out from that marriage because you're not even optimistic about it. You're not excited about it, or you're not even looking forward to brighter days. Yes, I'm not disputing the fact that there are problems. I'm not disputing the fact that challenges arise and things that we could do or could not have done, sometimes stare us in the face. What I'm saying is learn to make the best out of your own situation. Whether you like it or not, you're already married to that man or the woman you're with right now. You're already married. That's why I'm not talking to people who are not yet married. Because if you are not, then of course you have a better chance. You stand a better chance of making the right decision now. But if you're already in this marriage and your life is not under threat, you're not being suffocated, you don't feel as though you're going to be murdered, and there's hope, I'm talking to you. Make the best out of your own marriage. Stop waiting on your spouse to create these wow moments for you. This is one of the mistakes that people make in marriage. You're just waiting on your spouse. Oh, he's supposed to, she's supposed to. Why don't you go ahead and do it? And listen, whether they appreciate it or not, the truth is you're also enjoying that moment. So if you want more of fun going out together, create it. And if they will not go out with you, go out on your own. Have a good time. You see, when you're happy, whatever anyone else does for you is just a top up. I've come to realize this. If I'm happy by myself, I'm content, I'm satisfied, I feel fulfilled. Whatever you do for me, it's only a top up. And I'm being as real as possible because you may not always get what you desire from your spouse. But there are times that you might have to be the one to make it happen for yourself. Make it happen for you. And then what they do will be a top up on what you have already done. So really and truly, you're not missing out. If you're waiting for this wow moment, you may wait forever. Make the most out of what you've got. Create your own fun. You want more fun in the house, create it. Don't wait on your spouse. Make the most out of it. You want a nice dinner and they refuse to take you out. Why don't you book the table? Take yourselves out. And if they don't want to come with you, go by yourself. Get dressed, look nice, invite a couple of friends over, create joy for yourself. What am I saying? When you learn to be happy within, whatever anybody does for you, including your spouse, will just be the icing on the cake. You still have the cake. So at the end of the day, take it or leave it, you're still enjoying your life. We have to kill this mentality of trying to wait on others. That includes our spouses. Yes, I'm not saying that your spouse should not do the best that they should. Of course, they should do the best. They should always improve. They should work on themselves. But while you're waiting for them to work on themselves, because I've seen this pattern over and over, women just dying for no reason. Oh, my husband is not doing this. My husband is not doing. Go ahead and make it happen for yourself. And if it's you, the husband, my wife is not making me happy, make yourself happy. Am I saying you should go out and commit adultery? No, I need to set the record straight so that you're not getting me wrong. Do things that make you happy, positive things that will influence your life, your environment, that will create that wow moment or that fulfillment that you're looking for, rather than trying to find it in your spouse. And most importantly, put your fulfillment in the hands of God. Don't put it in the hands of your spouse. Sometimes your spouse may not get it at all, no matter how good they are. I've been married 17 years this year. Wow, time flies. I've realized there are times that my husband did not understand what I was talking about at all. Is he a good man? Yes, he is. Do I want somebody else? No, I don't. I don't care who you are, what you have. My husband is enough for me. But there are times, of course, in his moment of weakness, he did not get me at all. There were times also in my own moment of weakness and a lack of understanding, perhaps, I did not get him. But we've trained ourselves to always make ourselves happy. Make yourself happy. Sometimes I say to my husband, you shared this dream with me. I don't understand it, darling, but go ahead. If it makes you happy, go ahead and do it. Somewhere along the line, I begin to understand what he's saying. That has happened with me as well. I share a goal with my husband. He doesn't get it at all. He's thinking, what is this? How does this fit in? How are you going to do it? How are you going? But he says to me, go ahead and do it. Make yourself happy. Somewhere along the line, then he comes, now I understand what you're trying to achieve. And then we come together and we're stronger each time. So stop waiting on people to make you happy. That includes your spouse. Make the most of what you've got. Create the bliss out of your own problem. Even in that situation you're going through, there is bliss. I remember a season in our marriage where we were so broke, extremely broke. We live in the UK. These were times where we had to regularize our stay and things were not coming forth. Our documents were held bound, in the home office for months and months. And this month became years. I can't tell you how we went through that season, but I can tell you that we suffered. We went through hardship. It was so tough. It was painful. But I also remember a day that we had no electricity whatsoever. A baby in my arms, everywhere was dark, in the cold, no gas, no electricity, nothing. But you know what? My husband went into the garden. I laugh at this moment. Every time I remember it, I just laugh. You know what he did? He put the wood together in the garden and he began to make amala. People who are traditional like myself, the Yoruba culture, we eat something called amala. It's made from yam flour. He made it in the garden, in the cold. He was staring it. Guess who called? My dad called. And when he called, I just greeted him as normal. Oh, dad, good afternoon, sir. Well, everything is fine. My husband is good. He's, busy and all that. But I didn't tell him the details. When my dad got off the phone, we laughed at each other. I said, can anyone imagine that you're in the garden right now making amala? We just laughed. We created bliss from our own problems. We didn't capitalize on it and begin to steal each other's joy. No, we enjoyed the moment. We never quarreled over the fact that we were going through a season of lack. We knew that it would come to an end. So I want to challenge you, make the most out of your situation. That unpleasant situation can still work in your favor. Don't kill each other while you're waiting for things to change. Stop fighting each other. Stop arguing with each other. No, wait for your change to come. But while you're waiting, make the most out of that situation. Enjoy at your own level. You are somewhere right now. There is a level. Stop comparing yourself with other people. Enjoy yourself at your own level and make the most of your marriage. Don't compare yourself with people. Sometimes it's not every advice that you will take. It's not everybody you must share your problems with. There are some problems in your marriage you keep to yourselves and continue to work on it until things change or get professional counseling. I always encourage couples, please and please get professional counseling. Don't just keep calling everybody, telling the whole world about your problems. They have problems too, and they may not even have the wisdom required for your problem. They may even have gone through similar problems, but they don't have enough wisdom for the problem that you're going through. Now you go ahead and talk about your spouse to this person, perhaps who doesn't even like your spouse to start with, or does not even wish you well. I have seen things. I've counseled for years, and I'm shocked at the kind of counsel that people give to others, including those you would expect more from or better from. So be very careful. Make the most of what you've got. It's not the end of the world. That home will still get better. Build it with wisdom, build it with understanding on both sides. You got to understand on both sides. Husband, realize that you need to deal with your wife with much understanding. You cannot live with a woman successfully if you don't understand what a woman is going through. You got to ask questions. You have to adjust. You have to increase in your wisdom. Also, same goes to the wife. Understand your husband. Your husband is not like the brother next door. He's not like your brother or your father. He is unique in himself. Get to know him better and together love on one another. Increase in your wisdom, increase in your knowledge, and stretch 2024, you got to stretch, do things better, be more sacrificial, be more loving, be more, enticing, be more sexy. Yes, do everything better. Don't just be nonchalant about your home and expect that things will fall in line. No, make the most out of your own situation. God bless you. It's Bola Oladejo. I'm going to stop here. If you want to reach out to me for counseling, you can email us at thecouplesclub@gmail.com. Thecouplesclub@gmail.com. Follow our channels, YouTube channel, on Facebook. We're there on Facebook. We're on Instagram. You can follow us and discover more about what you can do to improve your marriage. We're all about hope. We're all about building, but building to last with a lot of wisdom. God bless you. Have a fantastic day. Bye for now.